Welcome back to my channel, and please, if you are new, subscribe to the channel. As you can see, we are streaming live from our second channel, which is the Car Report News. So if you are not part of this platform, please subscribe. So we are not going to waste much time because this is later our broadcast actually. So I have a video that I want us to discuss. I don't want to waste much time. So please, anytime you join or whenever you are going to watch the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment. Tell us what you think about what we are discussing about. So, insecurity in Nigeria, the condition and circumstances that people living in Nigeria are facing today. When people say they want to, have a different option, a way of just to choose another style of living, because what the government is giving to you is not actually what you deserve. But some of us, people that we actually rely on, hoping that they're going to help us, like politicians and governors, politicians, they all have one thing in common. Even they don't care about the religion. I'm talking about people from the southern part of Nigeria, be Yoruba, Igbo. So this live stream is not gonna be, I don't want to focus on one thing. I want us to understand the reason why people are agitating, why people feel that enough is enough, because the danger awaiting is not something that you you will joke with. Nke a bụ onye launch of Naya session ka a na-aga. And I want to start by telling you that by sending a kind of appreciation, or let me say, just to appreciate this guy, the source of the video. Recently, he has been dishing out some interview after interview on people that are, victim of the insecurity in Nigeria. Some of us actually believe that when you hear insecurity, you think that it's just they are just saying it is not real. My brothers and sisters, it is very much real, and it is staring on our faces. So I will start by playing the video, many video like that. Thank you guys for joining me this hour. Like the video, please, and tell me where you're watching from. So this is late hour broadcast. We are going to go through it, like I said. Now, hi guys, Boret, I see you, and Abat, I see you guys. Nice to, okay, Indonesia. Wow. How are you? So my people, we are going to go through. This is this man is a congressman in Nigeria. Okay, he is one of the people in the current government in Nigeria, but insecurity in Nigeria is second to none. And this is Abuja. Abuja happened to be the capital city, right? But imagine what is going on in Abuja, then compare it with other states. Now, like I said, credit to the source. The
kidnapped in Buhari area. So the issue of kidnap is becoming really alarming, especially in Abuja, even the issue of one chance. So today I want us to have a conversation about the security issues, and I want you to tell the public what your office is doing to create solution for this insecurity. So today I'll be asking you a couple of questions. People have been flooding my DM. It's everywhere. Everybody's been complaining about the security issue in Abuja. I would like to know what exactly the federal government has in plan to address the issue of kidnapping and especially the issue of one chance in Abuja?
Well, let me start by saying that the issue of the insecurity in Abuja is a neglect that has been done over the time. Knowing that Abuja is a fast-growing city, and with the insecurity generally in Nigeria, many people have left different states, seeing Abuja as the most safest place today in Nigeria. And
that many people see Abuja as one of the most safest place, not even one of, as the most safest place in Nigeria. That is to tell you the level of insecurity, and people ignore the cause of this security and they want to solve or talk about this security. Just repeat, connect this dot. I want you to be picking one, the point one by one. The man says that Abuja, people see Abuja as the most safest place in Nigeria, but they don't know that Abuja is is just as vulnerable as other places. Because I don't want to conclude that, because I want the man to say what he wants to say. Then I will tell you my reason why I said that is just Abuja is just vulnerable as other places. There's no place that is special, because people that are perpetrating the insecurity are in the hem of the affair, they are at the hem of affair. So you understand what I mean by that?
as well, because people are living, those who trade in the business of terrorizing others to make their own living. I've seen Abuja today as a bank, the place where the rich reside, where they can go and maybe kidnap people and get a reasonable amount of money. So that is the situation now today. And having said that, I will say that the successive administration has neglected the security of Abuja. The proper infrastructure that Abuja needs, security-wise, has not been put in place. Go down now to our rural communities in Abuja, you will find out that we don't even have police station. Even the infrastructures in our rural communities have been neglected over the time. Some of these places are not accessible. And if there is no good road networks, police stations, electricity, some of these areas don't even have telecommunication masts, where if there's anything happening, that the people in those villages can be able to even contact the authorities to come for their aid. And this should not be the situation of Abuja. Abuja should be a pace-setter state in the terms of development that other states should emulate from. But that is not the issue here. Basically, I am not putting it on the present administration, but they have to.
Yeah, and he one thing they have in common is that he want to make peace with the current administration. To say the truth is one of the biggest tasks in Nigeria. One of the most difficult things to do is to say the truth. He quickly want to exonerate the current government. When you are going to hear the flop of this government from this man is when this government has, when they are gone. That is when they will come out to tell you the insecurity. The safest place in Nigeria is Biafra land. There is no security in Nigeria when they have all the repentant Boko Haram in the forest, in the country. My dear sister, welcome. Thank you so much for your support. I don't even expect some of you to be awake at this hour, because I did not even share it on time. Thank you, and God bless you for that. Yes, what you said is on point. Because the reason why they don't talk about, even this man saying this in now, understand the source of the insecurity. But for the sake of his work, for the sake of his life, you dare not say anything about it. And Fulani people understand this very, very, very well. They know that every Christian, they know that every Southerner, you Yoruba, be you Igbo, as long as you are not from Connaught. What I mean by Connaught, I'm talking about the Ray Northerners, Hausa Fulani. They see you as you are just there because of your work. They know that what you care most is your salary, looting, and protecting your personal interest. Nothing more, nothing whatsoever. And they're taking advantage of that to deal with all of them. To the extent that some of them believe that God of 11th hour will be the one to save them. You don't understand that God of 11th hour work. Bible said that heaven help those who help themselves. You have to help yourself first. You see, this Islamization, it is real, and if care is not taken, it's going to happen to those who refuse to pay attention to the issue at hand. Listen to him, because you see how he's running around, beating around the bush without calling a spade a spade.
Rise of the education to solve it. It's a neglect that has come over the time. When you hear about the insecurity in Kaduna, you hear the insecurity in Kogi, you hear about the insecurity in Nasarawa, Niger State, you should know that it's moving towards Abuja.
Okay.
The authorities should have been proactive to know that this is state of power, to do everything to make sure that all the borderlines of Abuja is well manned and monitored to prevent this kind of criminals getting into Abuja.
Now, why is this convention only centered in Abuja? Remember, these are federal, federal territory that every other state should be under. Right? That is where they rule Nigeria from. Now, the conversation they're having now is they should protect Abuja. They should make sure that every other border state, meaning that they have given up other states. They're not talking about border of the country, no. They're not talking about, let us talk about the source of this insecurity, where it's coming from. Because you dare not say it, otherwise you stand a chance of losing your job. They will threaten you with your job. That is why they keep the same pattern they're using on this political elite, that, like some people like to call them. If you touch a DOS, they will tell you, you must listen to a politician before you do anything. If you talk to some people from Oduduwa land, they will tell you our politicians are doing. They are the leaders of this place. I'm not dragging any post with you, but what I'm saying is that the same tactics that Fulani people are using on this your elite is what they told your elite to use on you. Your elite will use it on you by promising, because that is what they have conditioned their mind to believe, that this is the best way to lead people. Okay? By making you go making you go hungry. They will introduce hunger to you. You will see that you don't have anything. For you to feed, you have to beg, you have to struggle. Then, once they say something, you have to carry it out. That is the tactics, and that's what they're doing now. Look at this man. All his energy is on how to protect Abuja, because that's where he lives. So your governance, your own governance is all about Abuja. Imagine if you protected Abuja like you are saying now. Then what is the fate of other 36 states that you claim that you have under Nigeria? What is the fate? Now listen.
The kind of havoc they are causing today. I'm not saying that the authorities are not doing their best, but being that the neglect has been there over the time, their best cannot be enough unless we bring in a system changes, institutional changes that will turn this problem of insecurity around. And based on this, I have suggested, by even writing to the Mr. President, at a time that every day we hear the issue of kidnapping, families being taken, shot. There is one that happened in Duse, Alhaji. There is incident even in Buhari area council. A lot of kidnaps going on. We've heard things about Lube. And even in Orozo, there was a time I went to visit the victims. So many families that this has affected. And this should not be issue of Abuja, where the seat of power is situated, where we have members of diplomatic.
This man saying this, it's not as if he don't know the tribe that is in charge of this security. It's not as if he don't know who and who. I mean, why the insecurity? It's not as if he don't know the agenda of this security. Remember the program that PM had once at a time where he discussed about Abuja declaration, like they had in Europe, what they call the Berlin conference. That Berlin conference that where European countries decided to map out and use knife and cut African countries on how they're going to rule, how they're going to take it over. The same thing they did it in Abuja, how they're going to Abuja declaration. That Abuja declaration is what is being carried out today. And the so-called people who are telling you that, when I listen to them, there's what they normally say that non-state actors, Ebulunganga, Buju everywhere, pride everywhere, that you are the governor of this place, you are the, but to reason, they will not reason. They always focus on their personal interest. And that is the issue. This man running around here without, punching the bubble, that this is the reason why insecurity is, in the Nigeria, what people are going through today. Why I'm saying all those things, for you to understand the reason why the African government in exile are doing what is needful. They're doing what they're doing today because of this kind of issue. Time shall come when you can't even, when you will not even say that you're a Christian. It is heading that direction. The question is, are you seeing the future, or you are still hell-bent with propaganda because you want to make sure that Simon Ekpa is being silenced? Who is willing to silence his helper? I mean, if you actually have some brain in you and you see what is going on, and your mind and your brain is not telling you that this is what is obtainable, it simply means that you are not sensible enough. People that are not Biafrans are crying. This is not about let us target. Before it was about let us deal with Igbos. But due to the Abuja declaration, I forgot the year that PM said that they made that the Abuja, I think 1980 something, if I'm not mistaken. Is that declaration is not about Igbo. It's about taking Nigerian over and it's normalized everywhere. Everybody. Those politicians, they know all those things, so they see it, but a homie, honorable senator, I don't want to lose my money. I don't want to lose my position. Even if my position is going to bring my generation to an end, and let me keep on, benefiting from the looting and extend this business so that I can make more money, even though my race is at risk. No problem. Let me just bring it there. That is the mentality. You see an imam that his video is trending, saying that Igbos, is the reason why Tinubu's economy is not moving forward, because they're angry. That Igbos are angry because of Muslim tickets. So how is Igbo people responsible to that? Since some of them actually believe, using that propaganda that Igbo cannot afford anything, that don't contribute anything. But the truth of the matter is that the same people are now crying out that Igbos are the ones destroying the economy. Anyway, that's a story for another. Let us continue with this man's video, because I want him to expose himself with this video, because some of us are not aware of what is going on in Abuja. Abuja is the capital city. If Abuja can be shaken this way, imagine your own state. You that is listening to me now, or you are going to watch the video later. Just, I don't know your state, but mention one state that is, that is totally protected, that if Fulani cannot invade. Apart from Biafra land, I'm talking about states in other places that are outside Biafra land. Because Biafra government is the one in charge and Nigerian government are complaining about it. Anyway, listen.
Because where we have multinational companies have their headquarters. Apart from that, even ordinary Nigerians should be able to beat his chest and say that he feels secure in our own capital.
Exactly.
Without being a member of diplomatic corps or so on and so forth. So I see it is a neglect that has been over the time. And I suggested to Mr. President, we've talked the issue of state policing in Nigeria. And a lot of politics have gotten involved into this state police issue. But in Abuja, our case is different. Mr. President is the governor of the Federal Capital Territory. Even if the issue of other states cannot be handled in that way because they need some kind of constitutional amendments to be done, Abuja can be done through the executive branch of the Mr. President. It can be an executive order giving Abuja police a kind of different mandates by creating Abuja independent police force that can be funded with the revenues that are being generated from this federal capital territory.
There you go. These are the same people kicking against restructure. You are not talking about Abuja having her own state police. Then when other states are the same thing, they say no, it's not possible. But my question is, you are talking about creating another police. So Nigerian police force is under whose control? You see, they always pretend they don't know what is going on, why they're selling them, they expose themselves. Imagine federal government begging, suggesting or looking for a way of creating another police in Abuja that is called Abuja Police. And you have to ask yourself, do we have police? Yes, you do. So what are we not doing right that make this police that you have that not working? What I'm saying now is not something that is strange. They know that the problem is that these people that Fulani have, take their time, dominate everything that they need to dominate for them to excel, for them to conquer, for them to be what they want to be. I'm going to share one of these guys' interview, but we are going to share it on our main platform, on our main platform, because I want people to understand that video very, very well. I'm going to share in that video, but let me just leak one of the things in that video that I'm going to work on. A young guy around maybe 26, 28 years, I presume. His mother and his younger sister was kidnapped by Fulani in Abuja, and they took them to a known destination. As they were there, these people started demanding 200 million naira for them to release the mother and the younger sister. And just pay attention to this story, because I'm going to bring the video, don't worry, but it's going to be now on another channel. The man said, they told them that they have to pay 200 million to release their mother and his mother and his younger sister. This is a young man struggling, trying to have something to start up life, and they're demanding 200 million. Happy, may I see your comment? Thank you so much. Thank you, my sister. Nice to have you this hour. Diana said, many people are still sleeping in Nigeria, following the game of the politicians and their lies and propaganda without thinking what they don't know is bigger than them. That sleep they're sleeping, my sister, is what we are crying out for, because people like us, before they start, we already know what they're trying to do, because it is not one day plan. This has been the quote unquote that they want to take Nigeria over. That is a God-given land for them. They want to take everywhere. You can take Nigeria, but you see Igbo land, please, Biafra land, please, stay away. It's one because all if you can happen here. Happy me said, my brother, forget these people, they are confused. They are confused, and some of our brothers and sisters are, you know, why I'm actually following this guy, some of the video is because, some of his interview is because innocent people are the victim. Just the story that I was trying to narrate here. This man, his mother and his younger sister was kidnapped by Fulani people. According to him, he said they are teenagers, like 15, 16. None of them is, you barely see someone, anybody in that camp. According to what the guy said, that is up to 18 or 19. 14, 13, 15, that age, kidnapped his mother and his younger sister in Abuja and started demanding 200 million. They started bargaining. They said 100. The guy said that he have not seen such amount in his life. Down to 50. The guy said they don't have any money. What they do, as little as those Fulani guys are, they understand the strategy to price when they want to bargain, to pay ransom. The guy said that when they told him that he's gonna pay 100 million, he said they don't have this amount. They hang call on him and they did not call. After 6 hours, they call again. Okay, we are going to, the last we can do with you now is 50 million. The guy told them, I don't have this money. If I have, I will bring it. That this is life and death. They said they hang call again. The whole day they did not call. The 2 days, next day they did not call. Third day they call. And they said that the only thing they can do now is 20. The guys started begging them 5 million. They hand call again. Then after that, the next day, they called and said, "Now look, we are going to give you chance. This is last chance. That if you fail, then your mother and your daughter and your sister will be gone." The guy said, "Please don't." He hand called, and after some time, they called again. So, okay, that now that you can't do anything. All you have to give us now is 15 million, and that 15 million happened to be the last, and they gave them time to pay this money. That was when they're having cashless economy or whatever they call that, during the time of election, when Tinubu used that tactics to beat P2B and all that, which is awesome to see, because P2B need to learn in a hard way. Now, Tinubu used that, create that problem that time. The guy was struggling. According to him, they were struggling to raise that amount of money because there was no cash. And these Fulani people said no transfer, that all they want is cash and carry. They went to police station. This is the interesting part that made me to share this story with people now. They went to police station to report this incident. Do you know, in the police station where they went to report this incident, to tell them that this is to see if they will track these people that are being called in conversation, negotiating with them to track them. As they went that position, that moment they're reporting those things, trying to make statements, trying to open case file and all that in Nigerian police and all that in Abuja. This And then these kidnappers call them, ring them immediately, tell them that you guys are in police station now. If you don't leave that police station now, we are going to send your mother and your daughter and your sister to Dan Kingdom come. And we are not going to hand the body over to you. We will make sure that you will not see the body. That we are going to throw them in deep forest or whatever what they said, and allow vultures to feed on them. They had no choice than to quietly, peacefully leave police station and just to go and pay that ransom. What does that tell you? It simply means that the police are aware of the existence, that these are the colleague. They gave information to them. Those victims in your custody, their people are here to make it. Didn't that you happen to have my hair fail? They don't know that we are here, that we're everywhere. So, meaning that they create two versions, two different fronts. One, in the name of police, in the name of uniform, government agencies, government security agents. They wear uniform, but they are working with people in the bush. If not, tell me how people in the bush were able to know that because they told them that you're in the station, and they mentioned the station name, that you guys are there as I'm talking, because I called it because we know that we are there. Meaning that they have even seen these people more than these people can imagine. This is one out of many. I don't know if I'm making sense, if you understand what I'm saying. Having said, now no one is asking how these Fulani kids are getting gone from. No, that one is, we are past that question now. The gun issue is what that one is no longer an issue. That one is, if they want to have armor tanks, don't you see the video? You did not see the video where they intentionally hand over. They use this what do they call that tank? There's a name, one big tank. What they do is this: if they want to supply equipment to their brothers in the bush, they will, from barrack or from the station, they will keep on loading it, catapult, loading it. After loading it, they will drive it to their location and leave the car there, claim that they face fear battle, whatever they call that they were essentially gone with the bandits and the terrorists and all that. So they managed to escape and they ran away. And that vehicle, they couldn't run with it. They have to leave it there, and the key and everything will be open for the people in the bush to come, and they did not exchange any catapult. This will be the news. Guess what? Nigerian media is being dominated by some chaotic life. Going to PM say that they are really live. People that don't have any strength, to talk. Not like the time of Delegiwa and something like someone like Ganifa Yemi. People that can say something, but the current Yoruba people working in the media in Nigeria today, they're just like Igbo politicians. Once their salary is coming, once they're okay, their family can go vacation, they can afford to buy houses anywhere they want, and then everything is okay. What are you talking about? They just keep on giving the Fulani the news they want, so that they can keep on molding themselves and get there. If you want to read the real truth and what this will stand for, or what they felt, stop that money that is going to them. You see, they will start talking. They will start exposing things. But they can't do that because Fulani understand that this is what makes you who you are. In fact, for me to control you, I have to starve you. I have to make sure that I starve you, so that whenever you see bundle of money, you begin to worship the giver. And it's working very, very well. Apart from the core Biafrans, and that is the issue. When you see some Okechukwu Okafo, Peter Okoye, Peter James, and that kind of name, Igbo names, and they are sounding as if what the Igbos are going through can be somehow managed. You let us sit on a round table. The table that you want to sit and talk, who built the table? Because I'm sick and tired of this. They are going to sit on a round table and talk. So the table you want to sit and sit with who and how? Who said the table that you want to talk? Want to sit down and talk? I can not know before police will be. Man, police are man. You have to start fighting before someone can before someone will come and separate the fight. Don't expect people to start separating fight when you have not start fighting. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, because even some of them are saying, "Oh, we need a referendum. We need a referendum." And even if you don't know something, what does it take for you to learn from people that know? That's why I like PM, because he always tell you the way it is. Current concern, well, that he told you will be there, and that if you allow your brain to help you, if you at all you can reason, you understand, because not everybody can understand something. It is normal. You understand that your brain will still tell you that this is the only way to go. Nobody drive joy in violence or argument. What are you gain? What are you going to gain with that kind of thing? Nothing. But for you to lay your hand and people chop it off, so that people will call you Saint John, the most peacemaker. If it doesn't work that way. If people can be crying in Abuja, I don't know where you yourself are living. Let me use people that are living in America. Washington D.C. is the capital, isn't it? If Washington is panicking and scared of insecurity, what is the fate of people that live in Georgia, people that live in Los Angeles? What will be their fate? In UK, if people that live in London are very scared and complaining about kidnapping and bandit in London, people can disappear in a twinkle of an eye in London. I'm not saying that it's happening. I'm just giving you, for you to compare, for you to try to reason. If you are not reasoning, because I know that Biafrans reason a lot. If you cannot at all protect yourself in London, what is the fate of people that live in other parts of UK, like Manchester or Newcastle and Liverpool and the rest of them? So Abuja is, in fact, do you know that Abuja is one of the most vulnerable, number one vulnerable place as we speak, because that is where command of bandits lives. When you talk, they'll tell you that you are inciting violence. They're good in recruiting their men, because this is a long-time strategy. They sat down, draft the roadmap, is trying to execute it now. The only obstacle is Biafrans. The only one is Biafrans. And people don't want to accept it. Listen.
We can be able to build more police stations. We can be able to bring in more modern technologies, like drones, like CCTV cameras. I know they have done something like that.
This man forgot that you have fighter jets. You have, not that you guys don't. You guys are so. You guys have feelings that you hate bloodshed. You are using it on protesters. You are using most of those hard weapons on ordinary people. Oh no, innocent people protesting, just protesting shade, to aid their own view and their own opinion. You guys are using those things on them. But when it has to do with the bandit, they will tell you they don't use it on them. And for you to know that southern part of Nigeria, when you hear you Fulani voodoo, don't joke with it, it's real. Because it's the only people that have been hypnotized that can behave the way like these people are behaving. If not, tell me, how is it sensible that somebody who is working as an army officer, you struggle, miraculously you have this terrorist in your custody, and you're an army officer, you know how you battle in the battlefield with them. You know what it takes you to catch some of them alive. And somebody sitting in Abuja and tell you, release them. And you felt okay with it. I mean, tomorrow you still wear your uniform and start and go to work. Do you understand what I'm saying? Where's the rule of law? They don't ask questions. So for you to know that a lot has damaged, a lot of things is not done. Is the center? China said that things fall apart. The center cannot hold again. Nothing is holding anything here, because the people that they are looking up to as an average citizen of Nigeria. I mean, you are Chinex Chooks. God bless you. I see your comment. Thank you so much. Nice to have you. So you can see that these people, you are a commissioner of police, and they brought a case of terrorists. They catch, they hold that person. It's not as if they deny you. No, a call from Abuja will tell you to release. Who is those ones? Who is that people in the Abuja? And why are you panicking to call a spade a spade? It is true they're going to execute you if you do nonsense. But don't you think that it is more dangerous for you to keep quiet than keeping quiet for you not to be killed? It is more deadly and more dangerous for you to keep quiet. Keeping quiet simply means that you are facilitating their way to buy you easy. At least if maybe gara working before you go to get first. But in car, everybody want to sleep. And the annoying part is the so-called bishop, prophet, prophetess, reverend, name it. Daddy G.O., Mommy G.O., all of them are just like mushroom. So quiet, so calm. The only voice that was talking for humanity was Mbaka. What do? They use the same members of Christendom, like bishop and Canada, what they call it? Is it somebody should remind me? The after bishop, cardinal. They use bishop, cardinal, and some priest to start intimidating them back and all that. Politically, they also introduced P2B as well, because Mbaka was the only person that confronted Abacha. If you don't know, you gotta check his history. He confronted Abacha. He said it the way it is. How many of you watched his video about 7 to 8 years ago, where he was saying that why are they nationalizing the Nigerian oil in the Niger Delta and allow the people that own the oil to go hungry, and they don't have anything to feed on. In fact, they have destroyed their farmland. They don't have anything they cannot afford anything. And they will tell you that oil has been nationalized. Then he asked, why can't you nationalize also tomato farm? Yes, man, your cattle farm and the rest of them. Mbaka was like that. But any voice that comes up, they will crush that. So when you see what they're talking about PM today, it did not start overnight. This has been the trend for a very long time. Mazen Mbaka was, they cramped him down simply because of what? Saying the truth. Unfortunately, the people that claim that they're working with the Mazen Mbaka have tendency of this politician as well. It's just that they're looking for an opportunity to use an IPB to excel, so that they'll be recognized in society. Know me very well, know me, so that whenever I want to do campaign as a politician, you recognize me. That is what they want. And do I blame them? Yes, I do. But somehow, someone that have inborn of criminality, you have it. There's no two ways about it. Do you know that Ifajuna people are talking about? Some of you used to hear Ifajuna, Babaseka, and the rest of them. Those ones are innocent to compare the kind of people that we have today. Ifajuna was doing propaganda when there was no technology like the internet, and maybe you have. I don't think you have internet then, and you don't have social media. You don't have means of communication was highly limited. There's no way what you have now, you don't have it there. So I believe that if Arjuna they are talking about, maybe if Arjuna see that he'll be exposed the way they are exposing, the way those ones are being exposed today on social media. If Arjuna may not go to that extent of sabotaging Biafra to that high level that he attained. He pushed his own sabotage to that level. Maybe Ferdinand may have restrict himself, or at least to keep some, to live kind of a reserved life when it comes to sabotage. But today, even if you catch this one, the sabot you have today with the nakedness, and then zero shame, they are kind of physical, to sabotage more. Before you know it, they are talking about how to execute secretly and pretend mother is also the person. So sometimes I felt like we don't need to always make mentioning Ifajina and others, because sometimes the one you have now, they are more deadly than Ifajina. Ifajina committed the law because the number of people that died and what he did. But the issue is that these people that you have now see the opportunity, they will do it as 10. They will do it more. Anybody that tells you that insecurity that is just for them is them, there's no problem. Remember that Boko Haram started bombing in Abuja, in the north, before they then moved it to other places. When Boko Haram threw the first bomb in Abuja during the time of Jonathan, if you tell people of Benue State that time shall come when these people will send some of you to IDP camp, they will laugh at it and tell you that no, that Benue you to have what it is, that this land it cannot be movable, it cannot be unshakable. The same thing with Igbo land. If not that Maslam Mekano was there and PM is none here, believe you me, some of you that is in abroad will be, you have number of people in the IDP camp on, so that you can send something to your people. In the north, some villagers are paying bandit money for them to go to the farm. Like if you want to go to farm today, you have to pay in advance, as if you are renting the land. And the government know those things and they kept quiet because they are the one in the power. So when they are talking like this man saying building police station, building, equip this one, you buy this one, you buy this one. As you are buying those cameras, the person that will be in charge of the control system of the cameras will be one of them, to tell them when to cover the camera and when to. You understand that? So it's not gonna solve anything. INEC, if you like, you bring all the highest security and put in INEC in the system. The controller in that INEC, what equipment are you going to put on him to change him to carry out the agenda? These are the things you need to calculate. You need to think before you talk about, let us Nigeria, my country, my Nigeria is also. I am not against anybody being choosing what you want to choose, but what I'm saying is that there is no light at the end of the tunnel. If I thought you will live to see the end of the tunnel, because the way things are going, some of you that are pushing this may not even make it. That's why it is very good that you say it the way you stand on what is right on time to save your own life, because it's all about people's life. It's not about people's life. Everybody will not die in the hands of a bandit. But how can we know who will die and who is not going to die? That's why it's just like if you go to market and start throwing stone in the market, you don't know who the stone will land on his head. It could be your mother. You understand? So you need to think twice. Some of these people ran away, like the guy is an Igbo person. He moved from, is he Igbo? I think it's Igbo or Benue. I can't remember, please. Pardon me on that. He moved from his village, okay? He moved from his village to city. And in that city, they kidnapped him. And he ended up paying an amount of money he had not made in his life. 15 million, because he said that until this day he's still paying 50,000 every month. I don't know who gave him the loan, with interest, of course. So for him to meet up, he's paying 50,000 a month. As somebody who is jobless, you are struggling in life to meet up, and that kind of bill is on you. Nobody to help you, because he don't want to lose his mother. I understand that. Nobody want to lose his loved one. And these people are, they're showing their money on TikTok. The same Nigerian threatening everybody that if you talk, don't post about government, don't say about government, because they're gonna catch you, they're gonna deal with you. But bandits are on TikTok in Nigeria. You see and funny enough, this minority group have more voice than all the millions of people from other parts. Out of fear, everybody is peeing in his or her pants. When you want to get them with it, they will introduce that you are fighting a state, but that state is one projecting insecurity. Anyway, let me allow this man to continue, because I don't know how. I can't see the minutes that I have spent here. I was trying, because on my own, I want to make sure that I'm at part time of my broadcast, so that I don't want to make video to look. Yes, it's true that as a baby channel like this one, you need to have long hour here, but I don't think it's the way to go, because people are watching it. You don't need to keep people watching one video for a very long time. So some people don't like it.
Before, but a different one, modified one that people might not even know that they exist.
Yeah.
Where they are cited.
More.
So these are some of the.
Please like the video, guys. Like the video. Like the video. Like the video. Very, very important.
My constituents has ignored.
And good evening, my big brother. That is from Sonny. Sonny says good morning, good evening, or good evening. Okay, your own is evening. Here is morning already, because this is after 1 a.m. here, Biafra land. I'm not in Biafra at the moment, but I'm using Biafra time.
Me with a lot of complaints when it comes to security, one chance, robberies. I can tell you amount of car theft that is going on in Abuja. Just a few days ago, a brother of mine parked in front of his office, went up to pick something to come down. It took him just 3 minutes. He came down and he couldn't see his dealer's van. 3 minutes.
Wow.
3 minutes. Myself, I had an appointment with someone in a place along Wusetu by Kubala when you're going up. I parked my car outside, went in. I didn't spend more than 20 minutes there. I came in, I came back. I already noticed when I was driving off that I was hearing breeze, and I know that all the glasses were wind up. Before I went back, they have broken my back glass. Took my bag.
In Abuja.
That's at the back of my seat.
So the security issues the insecurity is affecting you too.
What I'm saying, it has no limitation.
Exactly.
And it can be anybody.
Okay.
It can be anybody. No matter the kind of road infrastructure we do, no matter the kind of schools we build.
This man is a National Assembly member. For some of you thinking that he don't know what he's saying. He is serving as currently in the National Assembly as a senator or whatever they call them. But that according to the title here, I went to National Assembly to interview one of honorable. That's what he said before. So this is one of them.
And we are not paying attention to security. We have done nothing.
It's failure.
It's a total failure to us. And I have put it to the authorities, our honorable minister, which I will tell you that why people will say that I praise Wiki. No. It's because people who have served us here, I have been in Abuja for a long time. I came to Abuja in 1996. And by the grace of God, I was elected a councillor here in 1998. So I started early here. I know much about the happenings in this area. So I know that he has done in a little while more than others have done, but much attention needed to be paid to the issue of security.
Exactly. So what you're trying to say now is that your office have written severally to the office of the president.
I have written to Mr. President when this issue of kidnapping was very much very much high at the time. This was like early, I think it's early this year. Early this year, I wrote to Mr. President about it. To see how we can encourage the local vigilantes, since there is no police stations now around those areas. But having said that, I know that the then police commissioner.
But honestly, I hate it when this man keep on repeating police station, because even if you have position, he's not gonna solve anything. He's not gonna solve anything. But when you hear him, police station, as if that we would have done something different.
Police that just left, Commissioner Igwe, who is now an AIG, was able to secure some approvals for some new police stations, which even the communities around those areas are the one contributing some of this to make sure that those police stations are built, which I even ought to support. Donating money to some of these communities to have, even in their vigilantes offices. I know a lot of places that have donated money for this. We even went ahead to buy some of security gadgets, like walking, talking, and other things. And recently, because of that, I made sure that I have a lot of street lights that we put in so many areas through my constituency project to make sure that we light some places up so that people can be able to know who is coming in and going out of their different communities. But that's not enough.
Now, something else. You are the rep member representing Buhari constituency.
Yes.
You see, the kidnap issue in that Buhari region is extremely hard. It's extremely high. And something I want to comment on is that the emergency response is extremely poor. When a civilian is in distress, there's no security agency in Nigeria right now that they can count on to come help them instantly, to come save them from that insecurity. Is there anything your office is doing to address this? Apart from the effort of local vigilante, most times it's difficult to even get the attention of the Nigerian police. Okay, look at somebody I recently interviewed, a young man. He's doing well in his youth, and some persons, some workers in his estate ganged up. They attempted to kidnap him, but it wasn't successful.
In Abuja.
The man reported to police. Police did not show any interest in the investigation. As I'm talking to you now, those kidnappers, they even shot him like 7 times. They are still roaming freely in that estate in Abuja. So I really do not understand the position of the Nigerian police in security matters. Is there anything specifically that your office is doing to address all this?
Well, let me talk about the issue you just raised about the young man you talked about. If there is issue like that, I would like him to write to my office, narrating what you've just said. And through my office, I will write to the relevant authorities. That is their job to get this done.
Writing and reporting to people that own the people that you claim that you are reporting to. I just told you this, what somebody, the experience of this guy, that his mother and his sister was kidnapped. He went to police station to report. The kidnappers in the bush called him immediately and warned them to leave that place. That what are they reporting? So their eyes are on everywhere. So my people, that is what that is what they want you to belong to. Let him complete, because I don't want to. We're going to end the stream very soon.
Our work is to make provisions in the budget to be able to cater for this kind of needs. Security aspect. and to make sure that we oversight these agencies, to make sure that they carry out their duty as is expected of them. Based on what you complained about this young man, if a letter is written to me, I will write to the relevant agencies, narrating his story and demand for action over that incident that took place. But that notwithstanding, Abuja has gone beyond the issue of just saying, oh, the police is not here, police is not there, with an institutional changes that should be made to correct what is presently going on today in Abuja. If we don't take proactive measures to do that, to put institutions and activate what we have to work for us, I don't want to sound negative, but I can say that I sense more dangers. Because today, because of the insecurity in this country, a lot of people are leaving their different places are in Abuja, and as good ones are coming, the bad ones are also coming. I have a colleague here that when he stands up to introduce himself and his constituency, he says he represents the good and the bad people.
Anyway, my people, like I said, we are not going to play this video to the end because it's long, and I believe that you catch my own point on the whole thing, because I don't want to allow him to. I don't want to pretend that I don't understand what he's trying to say. He's trying to protect his office, and he's allowed, because that's the primary. Their primary duty is to protect their office before any other. They forget about we represent you, we are this, we are that. My dear, is not possible. So thank you so much for your time, and please, before you go, like the video, comment, and tell me what you think about what we have discussed so far. God bless you, and see you again. Good night.